So I'm sitting in one of my favorite places at the Oregon Gardens. I'm here with Ty. Ty, what is it that you do here?
I am the Director of Horticulture and Botanical Curator for the Oregon Garden.
And we are in the pet-friendly garden. And I have to say right from the beginning, one of the things I love about the Oregon Garden is it's not just about a garden. It's about so many different options you can do in a garden and how to make so many different children and pets and all things more friendly in a garden.
Absolutely.
So in the pet garden, let's talk a little bit about what makes it a pet garden.
Okay, well, the pet-friendly garden was designed specifically with pets in mind. The whole layout, the plant material, the water features, some of the hardscape. And it gives people an idea of how to incorporate some of these elements in their backyard to make their situations more friendly for their pets. I mean, I have children and they can be a little abusive on my garden, but I also have some Labradors, and they tend to destroy some things every once in a while. And so I've actually been able to utilize some of the features that we have in here in my own situation at home, just to make it so it's a little bit more friendly, be it, you know, where I place plant material, what
and
I'm
the funny
using.
thing to me is I would think, and I'm no specialist in this kind of gardening at all, but I would think that the same things that humans need, desire, get used to would be kind of what you're looking for, like, you know, warm places, cool places, all that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, pets have feelings too. You know, they enjoy serenity. They're going to enjoy, you know, to be in a shady spot if it's super hot outside. We have, you know, a recirculating water feature here that we don't use any sort of chemicals. We primarily use pond enzymes and barley straw extract to keep it very natural and whatnot, but safe for them to drink. We've got a lot of little areas and nooks and crannies where they can go hide and explore. And if you'll notice, a lot of the pathways kind of amble all throughout the garden because most of the times pets aren't, you know, linear. They kind of want to scoot in and out. Yeah.
And, you know, I've been told this before, but I'm a doubter, so I'll ask you about it. But I think I've heard that before you even start to put in a pet-friendly garden, you should let those animals see how they set their trend. Where are they going to go? Is that ring true?
Absolutely, it makes perfect sense. You know, perhaps if you have an idea of what you would like to see the layout to be, or some sort of conceptualized drawing, maybe kind of put some of those elements in place. If you know that you want this big, beautiful tree right there, maybe place that, and maybe kind of flag some other areas, you know, and then just kind of see how those animals would maneuver in and out of those situations. And there, it might give you a better idea of.
And then you could build a design based on that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And what about things like a lot of gardeners are very conscious about, you know, chemical type stuff and spray. What is the theory that you're using in this garden?
So in here we don't really use, well, you know, we don't use a lot of insecticides here in the Oregon Garden, really, anyways. But we are very mindful of what we're using out in this garden to keep the weeds down. We use a lot of compost and a lot of mulch. We're planting material in here that will be very strong, very hardy, that will perennialize, that's not really going to spread and become incredibly invasive.
And I've got to ask, do you pay attention to things that might be poisonous, for like that animals might eat and make them sick?
We do, and in fact, one interesting part of this garden is we've incorporated some taxus in here, and we have, and as we know, the berries on taxus can be poisonous. But one feature of them is they are incredibly tough, incredibly resilient if you're looking for a coniferous green material in there. And so we have a special placard that kind of explains why we've incorporated this plant in here. However, you know, there could be some problems, and it really just comes down to the discretion of the pet owner and what it is that you'd like to put in there.
So then I'm going to make this wild assumption that I can bring my pets to the pet-friendly garden.
Absolutely. You can bring your pets to the entire Oregon Garden. The entire garden itself is pet friendly. We just ask that, number one, all pets are kept on a leash, and two, please pick up after your pet.
Perfect. Well, you know, we love coming out here to the Oregon Garden, not only for the beauty of nature itself and blooms and plants and forms and shapes, but also because there's so much information you can gather up to make your own garden much more beautiful and pet friendly. Thank you so much, Ty.
Thank you.